All right. First and foremost, I want to start off by saying, Brakatha Yahweh, Brakatha Yahweh Shai, Brakatha Yahweh, Brakatha Yahweh Shai, Brakatha Yahweh, Brakatha Yahweh Shai, Call Halal Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Shem, Rakah Quadash. Double honor to the apostles of GMS, Great Millstone, who rule well and who taught me this truth. And shalom to you, sincere Akim, out there listening, learning, and pushing this truth. And shalom to the few sincere Akwath that are out there listening and learning as well. With that being said, Adawan Ratazah, this will be edifying. As usual, I'm going to go into Rakah Quadash. And this is going to be a quick one. I just saw this. It popped up in my news feed. And it's from Juicy J. If you're not familiar with him, he's from the rap group, the 3-6 Mafia. And as you can see, it says Juicy J wants the internet shut down for 3 years. And he made a quote, I guess, on his social media. It says, I pray the internet shut down for 3 years. So I saw that, and of course, a plethora, a surfeit, an abundance of scriptures was running through my mind. And I said, let me just bring out a couple of them real quick. Adawan Ratazah, this will be edifying. But the main thought that I was thinking was, of course, we know the famine of the word is coming. Is this foreshadowing, And also, be careful what you ask for, Be careful what you ask for. Like I said, most people have no idea what's on the horizon. Only the elect, We don't even have the full picture. I say we see 85-90% of the picture, but we really can't really wrap our minds around how bad it's going to be out there, man. We always quoted Daniel 12:1, a time like never before. We have an idea, but we really, I was watching the brothers in Mississippi. They were talking about, they mentioned what Elder Apostle Tahar always said. I think he said Elder Ariah always used to say, you're not gonna have to ask when, if we're in Jacob's trouble, because you're gonna be in it. You're gonna know full damn well you're in Jacob's trouble. You ain't gonna have to ask no more. It ain't gonna be no mystery. You ain't gonna have to ask about World War III, because you might be over there in that in that battle, in that war. You ain't gonna have to ask if we're in the evil times, because you're gonna be in the midst of it. Okay, you're gonna know damn well what time we're living in. So again, be careful what you ask for. A good example of how things might be is that movie Leave the World Behind, with that scene with Ethan Hawke, I believe that's his name, when he was in the car and the GPS went out. And what did he say? Without his GPS, he's useless. So be careful what you ask for. Do you really understand what that entails, what that means for society? All hell is about to break loose, man. All hell is about to break loose. But like I always say, beautiful times for the elect, horrific times for the rest of you. For the elect, that means our redemption is nigh, right around the corner. But we know, in order to get to the kingdom, like I always quote, we must go through much tribulation. Okay? The road is this straight path is about to get real rocky. We're all gonna have to prove ourselves. And the real proving is gonna take place during the hour of temptation, when this devil makes this charagma mandatory, this RFID CHIP mandatory, and you're not gonna be able to operate in this system without it. It's gonna be demonization of the men of the Lord, persecution. Some of us are gonna be thrown into concentration camps. Some of us are gonna be beheaded. Family members are going to betray one another. Friends. It's about to get, we headed into uncharted territory. So, hey, man, we need all the brownie points. Salakia, my damn allergies, congested. But anyway, yeah, we're going to need all the brownie points, all the, as much righteous works, stored up in our corner for the times that we're heading into. Okay, So anyway, let's get it. Amos 5. Let me see. 5:18. Woe unto you. We know woe means destruction. Woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord Yahweh. Not saying that's what Juicy J was desiring. He probably just needs a break. You know what I'm saying? He probably just saying he want a break from social media and all this type of stuff. But do you really understand what that entails? The internet collapsing for 3 years, and which we know it ain't gonna be no 3 fucking years, because once that happens, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai gonna move quickly. This devil is gonna come down with great wrath, knowing that he had but a short time. It ain't gonna take long for society to collapse and cannibalize itself. So it says, woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord Yahweh. But a lot of these so-called Christians, they waiting on sweet baby Jesus to return. But they have no idea what that really entails. Only the elect fully, again, not even fully, mostly understand what that entails. To what end is it for you if you ain't right? If you're not on the right side of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, man, it's going to be a horrific day. It's going to be a horrific time, as it's going to say. The day of the Lord Yahweh is darkness and not light, contrary to popular belief. The Christian church, they paint the picture of the return of our Lord Yahweh Shai HaMashiach, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, as a day of butterflies and rainbows and sunshine and hugs and kisses, the great rapture, and we'll just be raptured up from this destruction. That's not what it said. It said the righteous shall scarcely be saved. As if it says, so it says, woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord Yahweh, and the famine of the word is part of that, the day of the Lord. That's the beginning stages of Jacob's trouble. Because speaking as a man, Salakia again, speaking as a man, I foresee that's going to be one of the first steps to Jacob's trouble. We know ultimately we're looking for that charagma to be made mandatory, Revelation 13 and 16. But prior to that, I don't think he's going to, speaking as a man, I foresee the famine coming first, the famine of the word, which I got Amos 8 and 11. I think he's going to completely shut down the internet, shut down these sites, and start to, it's going to be, I believe it's going to be a coordinated attack, He's going to start to, because he already knows who the believers are, the true believers. You got these algorithms watching you, monitoring you. You got agents, especially if you're a man of the Lord, one of the teachers, the prophets, pushing this word. Esau knows who the true believers are. Like the elders always bring out, he's got that list, and he's got the men of the Lord are on that red list. Don't pass go, don't collect $100 or whatever. Hey, we on that exterminate list. Don't negotiate with these guys, put them to death, kill on sight. Some of us are gonna get carted into them concentration camps, tortured, beheaded. And Esau knows he's got again the algorithm watching us, watching you, the ones of you that watch these videos. He's got agents assigned to us that are watching us daily, monitoring us. So I believe again, the first step is going to be the famine. He's going to shut the internet down, because he's going to try to control the spread of information before he officially rolls out that charagma, worldwide. Because we're going to be raising hell. Elder Apostle Tahar then said he going to be outside the chipping stations recording it. So I believe he's going to, like I said, try to quell that, because people really going to be trying to listen in that day. They're going to see everything we've been saying it's factual. It's going to be, again, it's going to be evident, obvious in them times. And a lot of you going to have a lot of explaining to do. So again, he's going to withdraw his men. Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai is going to withdraw his men. And how he's going to do that? By shutting shit down. The famine of the word is going to commence. Okay? So again, woe unto you that desire, and all that means is that we're one step closer to the kingdom. Okay? Woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord Yahweh. To what end is it for you? For the day of the Lord Yahweh is darkness and not light. As if a man did flee from a lion and a bear met him, or went into the house and leaned his hand on the wall and a serpent bit him. Meaning that's what times we're coming into. One calamity after another. Okay? Soon as you go through one horrific ordeal and barely escape, guess what? You're going to be met with another even more grievous, horrific ordeal. Okay? So on and so forth. And if you make it through all those without plagues, judgments that Yahweh Shai has in store for you, if you're not on the right side of the Lord, what's going to happen? You're going to be met with missiles. ICBMs, that second death, the lake of fire. Okay? You know? So, hey, that's why we're giving it our all, because we don't want no parts of that, man. We want to be on the right side of Yahweh Shai HaMashiach when he returns. We want Yahweh Shai to say, well done, thou faithful servant. Okay? So it says, as if a man did flee, I'll read that over again. The day of the Lord Yahweh is darkness and not light. As if a man did flee from a lion and a bear met him, or went into the house, and house, a house represents what? Protection. You can kind of rest, But hey, when they shall say peace and safety, or went into the house and leaned his hand on the wall, you get a little sigh of relief, and a serpent bit him. Shall not the day of the Lord Yahweh be darkness and not light, even very dark and no brightness in it? Okay, so hey, we understand that, we understand that, and part of that is going to be the famine of the word. Okay, Amos 8:11. Behold, the days cometh. Behold, the days come, save, and it's days. I don't believe it's going to be 3 years, like Elder Apostle Tahar said. Things are going to move quickly, especially once that charagma is made mandatory. Okay, the hour of temptation. But speaking as a man, I foresee that the famine is going to take place right before that, or simultaneously. Okay, I don't see. He's already striking the videos and doing this, that, and the third, of fucking with the views, shadow banning, striking misinformation and so on and so forth. So I don't foresee him allowing us to speak freely, especially on the highways and the byways and the unicorn, when he got chipping stations set up. So it says, behold, the days come, saith the Lord Adawan Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, that I will send a famine in the land. Not a famine of bread, which that is actually coming. A famine of victuals, foods, that's actually coming. That's part of the plagues. And guess what? We gonna be good in them times. The scriptures say, my servants shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. So it says, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the words of the Lord Yahweh. I read one of my previous videos, which we always bring it out. There's going to be a crying for wine in the streets. And crying for what? Answers. The true wine, the true water, the true bread, the bread of life. These words are life. This is the comforter. This is where we rest. In Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, this truth, his words. Okay? A lot of you are not taking heed. You're not taking this thing seriously. You don't understand how serious it is to get this word in you. Again, wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times and strength of salvation. This what's gonna keep you going when everything's shut down. You ain't gonna have no videos to run to, no brothers to comfort you. You're gonna have to rely on what's stored up in what you got in your spiritual bank account. Okay? So it says, so I'll read it over again. Amos 8:11. Behold, the days come, saith the Lord Adawan Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, that I will send a famine in the land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the words of the Lord Yahweh. And they shall wander from sea to sea, And that's the 2/3. A lot of you're gonna remember. You're gonna remember. It's gonna be screaming in the back of your mind, and you're gonna wish you took heed. And then you're gonna what? Try to seek out the men of the Lord. Okay, I remember they were over here, they were over there. I wonder if they're still there. You know? And they shall wander from sea to sea, from west coast to east coast, from the north to the south. You know? You're gonna be trying to find all our old sites, Googling and going to DuckDuckGo, you know? And they shall wander from sea to sea, go scraping social media, you know, for any inkling of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, any inkling of this truth. And they shall wander from sea to sea, and from north even to the east. They shall run. You gonna make haste in that time. You ain't gonna make no tarrying. You gonna make haste. They shall run to and fro to seek the word of the Lord Yahweh, and shall not find it. That day is coming. Again, be careful what you asking for, Juicy J. In the day, it says, in that day shall the fair virgins and young men faint for thirst, for this wine, this water, this living water, this truth. Okay? You see? So that's the point. The famine is coming. So is that foreshadowing? You know? Is that foreshadowing? 2nd Ezra 5. I start at 8. There shall be a confusion also in many places, and the fire shall be oft sent out again, and the wild beasts shall change their place, and menstruous women shall bring forth monsters. And we in that time now, the beginning stages of that. Okay? And salt water shall be found in the sweet, and all friends shall destroy one another. That's referencing Jacob's trouble. The love of many is going to wax cold. You know? They're going to destroy one another for fear and great tribulation and the lack of bread. That's the times that we're heading into. Okay? You know? And salt water shall be found in the sweet, and all friends shall destroy one another. This is the main point, though. Then shall wit hide itself. Okay? Ultimately, that means like two things. First and foremost, wit, this truth, this wisdom and knowledge and understanding is going to hide itself. Yahweh Bashim Yahushai is going to withdraw himself, okay? All right? Salaki again, like I said, my damn allergies and congested. But, yeah, so that means the wit hide itself, meaning this truth, the famine is going to commence, the famine of the word. But also just common sense and good morals and, you know, all that shit going to be a thing of the past. People going to be doing things that are unfathomable, okay? Because it's going to be the time of judgment. You're going to see people's true color. Okay? You know? That's also what that means. Then shall wit hide itself, and understanding withdraw itself into his secret chamber. And shall be sought of many. They're going to wander to and fro. They're going to be looking for, hey, why is this happening? You know? Why is this happening? Where's Jesus? You know? God, help me, save me. Somebody. You know? What's going on? You know? Then shall wit hide itself, and understanding withdraw itself into his secret chamber, and shall be sought of many, and yet not be found. Then shall unrighteousness and incontinency be multiplied upon earth. Evil times. Okay? Evil times. Okay? You know? A couple more and I'll close out. Salaki again, my damn allergies, man. A couple more. I'm going to run through these. Salaki. And we know this happened in the past, but it's going to happen again. The things written aforetime were for our learning. Ezekiel 3 and 25. But thou, O son of man, behold, they shall put bands upon thee, and shall bind thee with them, and thou shalt not go out among them. It's the main point. 26. And I will make thy tongue cleave to the roof of thy mouth, that thou shalt be dumb. Wit's gonna hide itself. You see? You see? We ain't gonna be reproving you and warning you and rebuking you, and you know, hell no. We're gonna be worried about our own selves in that time. Okay? You know? As I'm gonna read In them times, they're going to be as pilgrims upon the earth. All right? It says, and I will make thy tongue cleave to the roof of thy mouth. Yahweh Bashim Yahushai is going to close our mouth. And how is he going to do that? By locking this shit down. Locking down the internet. Making it against the law to go out there and teach. And I will make thy, he's going to deem us, Esau, Edom going to deem us terrorists, man. Hey, we're causing sedition, we're stirring the people up, And I will make thy tongue to cleave to the roof of thy mouth, that thou shalt be dumb and shalt not be to them a reprover, for they are a rebellious house. You see? But when I speak with thee, I will open thy mouth, and thou shalt say unto them. Right now, he's speaking to us. Right now is the time for us to warn you. Right now, the vision is being made plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it. But, shortly, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai is going to withdraw his men. But when I speak with thee, I will open thy mouth. That's why Yahweh Bashim Yahushai said, give no thought what you shall say, because it's not you that speak, but your Father in you, And thou shalt say unto them, thus saith the Lord, Adawan Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, because we're speaking with not out of our own vain imagination or our own heart, but we're speaking out with the words of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Thus saith the Lord, Adawan Yahweh, he that heareth, let him hear, and he that forbeareth, let him forbear, for they are a rebellious house. Whether you listen or not, the blood is off our hands. We did our job. You can't say you didn't know. Okay? Two more. 2 Ezra 16, and we know this is 2 Ezra 15, and 2 Ezra 16 is talking about Jacob's trouble. So the main point is in 40. Start at 37. 2 Ezra 16 and 37. Behold, look, behold, the plagues draw nigh and are not slack. The judgments, all hell that's about to break loose. Again, I read Amos as if a man did run from a lion and a bear met him and leaned his hand on the wall and a serpent bit him. One plague, one judgment, one calamity after another. Behold, the plagues draw nigh, and that's Jacob's trouble. The hour of temptation, Revelation 12 and 12, when this devil comes down with great wrath, knowing that he had but a short time. Behold, the plagues draw nigh and are not slack. Yahweh Bashim Yahushai said he will plague Egypt as before. As when a woman with child in the 9th month bringeth forth her son, 2 or 3 hours of her birth, great pains compass her womb, which pains when the child cometh forth, they slack not a moment. And those pains represent the kingdom. The baby is the kingdom, and the kingdom is near. Each day that passes is each day that passes is a day closer to the kingdom. But like I said, through much tribulation, you can't have a baby without going through those birth pains, and those birth pains, those contractions. The closer the baby comes, the closer it is to the baby being born, the kingdom, the contractions are going to come closer and closer together, and they're going to become more and more intense. Okay? You see? And those pains, the contractions, that represents the judgments. They're gonna come closer and closer apart, and they're going to become more and more grievous, more and more intense, more and more horrific. Okay? To the ultimate judgment, which is going to be those missiles. Salakia. Even so shall not the plagues be slack to come upon the earth. It's inevitable. It's inevitable. You can't stop the hands of time. Okay? Yahweh Bashim Yahushai set the bounds which this devil can't pass. He knows it. Even so shall not the plagues be slack to come upon the earth. And they're already predicting 2024 finna be a hell of a year. Okay? Even so shall not the plagues be slack to come upon the earth. The world shall mourn, right? Why? Because the hour of temptation, Jacob's trouble, is going to try the world. And the world shall mourn, and sorrow shall come upon it on every side. All hell is about to break loose. This is the main point, verse 40. O my people, the elect, right? O my people, the elect of Yasharallah, hear my word, make you ready to thy battle. Because we're in a fight, the fight of our lives, man. You know, the fight for salvation. You know? O my people, hear my word, make you ready to thy battle. Gird up thy loins like a man. Consider, count the cost. Lay everything to heart. Keep your eyes single. Keep focused. Prepare yourself. Get your household in order for the evil times that are quickly approaching. O my people, hear my word, make you ready to thy battle, and in those evils, Jacob's trouble, be even as pilgrims upon the earth. So we ain't gonna be warning you in them times. I done broke it down to you. We're gonna be worried about our own ass, and we're gonna be operating through faith, as it is written, the just shall live by faith. We walk by faith, not by sight. We're gonna be moving in the spirit in them times, and keeping that faith in Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, hoping that everything we've been doing is going to pay off in the long run. Out of one Ratazah, we keep enduring to the end, it will. And as it is written in Psalms, no evil, no plague, no pestilence shall come nigh thy dwelling, And even if we have to be a martyr, hey, be thou faithful unto death, and thou shalt receive a crown of life. The dead in Yahweh shall rise first, It's a win-win for the elect. Win-win, Beautiful times for the elect. Horrific times for the rest of you. So I'm going to close out here. The main point is in 14 and start at 11. Ecclesiasticus 2 and 11. For the Lord Adawan is full of compassion and mercy, long-suffering, and very pitiful, and forgiveth sins, and saveth in the time of affliction. The greatest affliction is about to arise. Jacob's trouble. Jeremiah 30 and 7. Daniel 12 and 1. A time like never before. Okay? So the Christians got that right. Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai is merciful, long-suffering, loving. But that's just one side of him. He has another side of him. He's jealous. He's angry. He's vengeful. And he's angry with the wicked. He's pissed. He's wroth with the world right now. And we don't want no parts of that. We want to be on his good side. So we're given diligence. Woe be to the fearful hearts and faint hands, because faith without works is dead. I show you my faith by my works. Woe be to the fearful hearts and faint hands, and the sinner that goeth two ways, double-minded. A double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. You ain't no fence riders, fence straddlers gonna make it into the kingdom. You got to put all your trust, all your eggs in one basket, and that basket is Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. You got to give him your all. Give it your all. It says, woe unto him that is faint-hearted, for he believeth not. Because if you believed, your works would speak for themselves. Your actions would show it. And we believe, man, we know all hell is about to break loose. We know it. We can feel it in our bones. Our redemption is nigh. And we're going to need divine intervention. And that's why we're going so hard. But a lot of you aren't taking heed. You're not considering the foolishness of preaching to save them that believe. Only the remnant, only the elect are going to take heed. And that's the only ones we're concerned with. Woe unto him that is faint-hearted, for he believeth not. You don't believe all hell about to break loose. You don't believe this devil is about to come down with great wrath. You don't believe Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai is about Salakia is about to flood Babylon the Great with missiles. You can't see it, but we see it clearly. For he believeth not, therefore shall he not be defended. And you're going to need that the angels to encamp around you in the times to come. You're going to need that thawah, that spiritual mark exempt from judgment. That's the only way you're going to make it in the times to come. Woe unto you, destruction. Woe unto you that have lost patience. And what shall ye do when the Lord Adawan shall visit you? Hey, because nobody gets away. We all have to appear before. We all have to appear before the seat of judgment. We all have to give an account. We're all gonna have to answer for the things we've been doing in our body, whether they be good or bad. And we know judgment takes place on the earth, man, under the sun, and the ultimate judgment is quickly approaching. Judgment Day, that day that Sarah Connor saw in Terminator 2, Judgment Day. You know, what did Sarah Connor see? America on fire. You know, she melted holding on to that fence, right? That's the second death, you know? And we don't want no parts of that. It says, they that we fear the Lord, knowing the terror of the Lord, we persuade men. You know? they that fear the Lord, Adawan, will not disobey his word. The fear of the Lord driveth away sins. That's what keeps us on the straight and narrow. That's what keeps us fighting. Because we know the punishment for disobedience. Okay? So we're, to the best of our ability, hey, we're trying to offend as least as possible. You know? And where we fall short, that's where grace comes in. You know? Hey, that's where we pray and fast and ask for forgiveness, where we fall short. But we don't willfully sin. We don't make void the law. We establish the law. And we warn you. We do what's required to the best of our ability. They that fear the Lord, Adawan, will not disobey his word. And we ain't gonna take that goddamn charagma. Fuck that. I'd rather death any day. And they that love him will keep his ways. We rehearse the righteous acts. You know? They that fear the Lord, Adawan, will seek that which is well pleasing unto him. If you love me, keep my commandments. Do the things pleasing unto him. What did Yahushua say? Why call me Lord, Lord, Adawan, Adawan, and doeth not the things that I say? You're a hypocrite. You know what's required of you. You know? No excuses. They that fear the Lord, Adawan, will seek that which is well pleasing unto him, and they that love him shall be filled with the law. They that fear the Lord, Adawan, will prepare their hearts. And the Hebrew word for heart is your mind, your lab. We're getting our minds right for what's about to take place on the earth, counting the cost, you know? They that fear the Lord, Adawan, will prepare their hearts and humble their souls in his sight. That's what he requires, a broken and contrite spirit. Yahweh Shem Shai will never reject, man. You know? You know? So anyway, Adawan Ratazah, this made sense and it came together. Again, hey, be careful what you ask for. But we know, hey, our redemption is nigh. We can see it. And everybody been forecasting 2024 finna be a hell of a year. Adawan Ratazah, we be up out of here, you know, in 2024. But in order for that to happen, that means all hell has to break loose. Okay? The charagma has to be implemented first and foremost, you know, and the famine of the word, the third's woe. But it's possible. Yahweh Shem Shai is shortening the days for the elect's sake. Or else no flesh would be saved. So, man, keep fighting, keep pushing, keep that eye single, man. We're close. Shalom. Wa, abad babal, Kwam Yasharallah.